Good morning, everyone. This is Rafegal. We are playing some more Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga. We have reached the turning point where we've started turning back the enemy, and that is the perfect time to step away from the war to go to the arena. Am I right? So, now that we actually have a bunch of units back, and we've made some progress on some of the other things, I would like to revisit the arena to get some more resources and level up a bit. I feel like the tier 3 classes are very important right now. And so pushing some of these characters who aren't there yet feels important. And I'm also feeling like there is a very... I have a very real lack of... Okay, mostly Sunstone. It's mostly Sunstone. I don't know if we get to those as rewards. I can't remember what all we got as rewards last time. But we've got a bunch of tokens here. In the past, these were... I know the silver one was... you get to use 5 units. So I'm going to go in with... Hopefully... So I'm skipping Lindley's unit. All 3 of them are ready to level up. No point there. Abigail, on the other hand, we actually do have one of our dragons still needs to finish leveling up. And the other 2 dragons, we can potentially be looking at Dragon Rider down the road here. Barnabas has a couple Cavaliers. Actually, I should probably put these guys at the back because they have the best movement. Tobias. And then we're gonna go Antonio and Beeson. Now, for all of these units, it's not that all of them need to level up, it's that they each have a couple units that need to level up. And I feel like it's well-rounded enough that we can still get the job done. And this is about the same power level we were dealing with last time, so I'm hoping that it'll be enough. Just have to burn through it as quick as possible, and hopefully we'll get something out of it.
You got a plan?
Do we start off by just putting Barnabas up on this bridge and letting him get hit with whatever they throw at him? I feel like we can do that. The other thing that I don't currently have that I feel like we need is a lot of the ability to change our elemental affinities. One of the big problems I'm noticing is that I have several characters who can't get the stat, or who don't have the stats they need for class ups. Mostly it's martial characters that are water element. Yeah, we'll leave that there.
I must be brave.
A lot of the Cavaliers are that way, and a lot of the Archers our water element, and it's currently proving problematic. That actually works very well because that means... Okay. Like, their archers can still swing in, but that guy being stuck right in front of us means that they don't get lots of attacks, which is important because that means we get first strike on those gunners, which is one of the things I was worrying about. So,
Mr. Sergeant, awaiting orders.
let's finish these guys off. I think we leave him where he is. Maybe I should have moved him forward, but yeah, I should have moved him forward. Yeah, firearms guys are very much glass cannons, so that should be good. We'll burn through these guys. We have anti-cavalry from the spear users, so they should be able to burn through that pretty quick.
My friends are counting on me.
Just dragon things. Don't mind me. And then we'll just go ahead and put him here. Forests give cover against archery. We've got that shield wall going. These guys are very tough. Like, we might be in a little trouble from, or we might take some damage from this, but I don't think we're in serious trouble. There's a class mastery up from one of the horsemen, which is exactly what we're looking for. There's class mastery up from one of the spearmen. This is exactly why I went and did this. Let's go target leader again. That's gonna make them focus down the middle, which is important, because that means that we can now... Basically, it means that now our damage won't be spread out. That first bit was. Now it's not. And we can just punch through anything that's left.
I ain't got all day.
More class mastery up.
I can do this.
class mastery up on the green dragon. And that should finish it off. Pretty safely. And we're actually going to have Antonio seize. I want to boost his leadership a bit because he is very... He's currently light element. I was talking about the the elemental issues before. We didn't get any... Okay, so we didn't get any elemental stuff, but we did get a bunch of... I think the 3 XP codex, 3 CP codex is pretty standard. And I have no idea what Assassin's Reaper is, but that makes me... I'm definitely interested to find out. The more important thing was we got some XP. So, not quite ready yet. We need to either get to 42 magic. 40 skill is the one we don't have. Once again, affinities. This one's Earth Affinity, which is minus skill, which is probably part of the reason we can't get a blue dragon. Or Strength, which we're a ways off from, but close. Maxed out. This is again one of the water element ones. He needs 45 strength and he's only at 36. We don't want to upgrade the Hospitalers. Antonin once again. Actually, he's got enough. He just doesn't quite have enough CP yet. But we're close. They're nowhere near on the Hussars. Or to get Hussar, which is fine. We haven't gotten Hussar. Pretty much, I want to say almost all of them in Beezen's squad. So max, but can't get Warbow. Still a little off on strength. Water element. Max, Warbow, a little off on strength. Max, Warbow, a little off on strength. This one's the exception. He just doesn't have enough CP. Yep. I'm honestly a little tempted. Maybe I should strip out the guys who still need CP here. It's maxed out. Okay. Because most of these guys just need a little strength. And we don't have any way to get that without just grinding past where we are at. Okay. So, I think we're going to actually take a quick break here. Because I would like to burn through another silver arena, and I don't feel like recording through it again. Just so I can kind of get a little bit of an idea, or now that I have a bit of an idea. I'm not sure how much of an upgrade the gold arena is going to be. I may do that as well, just for the sake of burning through it. So maybe I'll see how bad this one is before I record. decide if it feels like it's worth it or if it's just going to be more of the same grind. And then I will revisit and start back up. We'll do our supports. I'll finish going through the army, and we will pick up there. See you in a bit. Okay, so I've done a couple more arenas. I have upgraded several units and recruited a couple more since I had the spare, what do they call it? Codices. So, Lindley's basically the same unit setup she's had. A few minor upgrades, including our Siren is now a Sorceress. Jules' squad is now all Warbows. And actually, I just realized that my artifact spread does not make sense here. He should have Embor. And he should have... I'll actually explain that now that I've been distracted. Okay. Heart Seeker True Shot is a bunch of extra bonuses to damage, and then Embor is reduces or gives the enemy chill, which lowers their dex, so easier to hit. And with Warbows, this entire unit can now attack from 3 squares away. Barnabas, pretty much the same as he has been. St. Teresa's Bulwark, front row is reduced damage. Black Belt, extra damage when counterattacking. Kesha's Daikatana, chance for evasion. Stefan, battle armor and elegant blade give him a little bit more capacity. Not that it actually ended up being necessary. Does he just straight up have room in his party? Yeah, we'll do that then. I'm not going to complain about training more healers or being able to fit more healers in. Sayonara Warpike, extra damage against mounted units. It's kind of a just well-rounded mid-tier attack force. The assassins are going to hit the back row along with Stefan, and then the front row is pretty defensive. 2 healers in the back, pretty much the same as Lindley. Diana, pretty much the same as. Well, I keep changing hers up a little bit. So, her equipped artifacts are one of the big changes here. Iskander's Karambit is going to give her and her unit the ability to ambush. Because that scares the crap out of me. I think that's the... I can't remember if that's the you take 2 attacks in a row first, or if it's the, like, assassin thing where you jump behind them. Either way, that's going to be stupid. And I don't have any sword fighters, so I grabbed a couple because they seem really good. Big change here. We now have a Dragon Rider. It didn't seem to do too much, but when we get more than one, I think that's going to push us up from infantry to flying terrain. Bizen has all the other archers. Since this unit only has a range of 2, Aldor's Tower Shield gives them reduced damage from other archers. Tobias is our technically slightly weaker cavalry unit, but about the same. Antonio, we now have 2 Centurions and 2 Zweihanders. Zweihanders do a horizontal slash that takes a row. Centurions do a vertical stab that does a whole... Basically, one is rows, one's columns. Plus, they're going to be anti-cavalry. This seems like it could be a really scary setup, and once I actually get the means to take him to the next tier, because he needs a sunstone. We're out of sunstone again. Actually, we're also out of obsidian, which is crazy. Because warbows. I threw together a... Wait. Okay, yeah. That's weird, because isn't Sabine... Is that her name? Anyway. I basically just threw together a quick bait unit. All of the artifacts are tied to healing, hit points, defense. And this is literally just one I threw together. Silver-tongued means the squad is more likely to... or that they're likely to be able to cause enemy units to surrender. So, this is kind of my leftover units, and I figured that having Senthos be the leader there means if I have a spot left, they can just kind of be clean out. I don't want them to fight anything. If they're out at all, I want them to be walking around, picking off stragglers, and causing them to surrender. Which, Lindley also has Silver Tongue. One of the other things with her unit is both of her paladins have Overpower, which does damage to enemy morale based on the difference in strength. So if I move them in, enemy attacks them, they hit back. Overpower means that they are going to hurt the enemy morale more, and then Lindley can follow up with Silver Tongue. Make sense? So yeah, we've put it all together. Now for the supports. So this seems like this is a, hey, we need you to make a choice between which of these two Stefan ends up with. This is your shipping chance. I don't even see why this is an option, personally. So we're gonna go with Steph and Diana. Stefan, you kissed me. That was... Score 1 for Stefan. Didn't know I could jump that high. You silly man. Now you've gone and done this. All this time I figured I was just a thorn in your side. I could have slipped past your watchful eye in a moment's notice. Been that way for years, you know that, right? Yes, I suppose you are right there. Oh, Stefan. This is probably just another one of your flirtations, isn't it? Please don't play with me. You know how gullible I am. Diana, I almost lost you up on that mountain. Only you would be so brave or crazy to do whatever you did. Sacrifice everything just on faith. Only a miracle brought you back. I am done being your minion. Submitting my resignation right now, effective today. Well, you are free to go, of course. Lindley will be quite disappointed. Can't be falling in love with my boss, can I? Figure either I fall out of love and keep doing your dirty work, or I resign. Can't have both. You fell in love with me? Well, by the gods, yes. I would never see a piece of gold again if it meant you felt the same. This ain't any normal kind of love. This love comes straight from the depths of my being, from the tips of my fingers all the way to that charming face of mine. I've seen every side of you, beyond the muscles, beneath to the warm, vulnerable little dreamer underneath. Stefan, when you climbed that mountain against my will, I chalked it up to your impetuousness. Can you blame me? You just wanted to protect me. Only from your own damn fool bravery. You have enriched my life so much, Stefan. Far beyond being my personal spy, your actions have won my heart. That speaks louder than anything. You think I could fall in love with a womanizer? Of course not, my fair paladin. I don't know any womanizers, do you? Not anymore. You're not going to go around breaking hearts anymore, Stefan. You see? This is what you're getting yourself into. Humph. Now that you mention it, it does sound like a real bugger. Oh, I see. I suppose it was a foolish thought. Oh my, come on, I'm just fooling around, lady. Just kiss me again. So, there were parts of that I'm okay with, and there were parts of that were not my favorite. But that's okay. So, last thing I want to do for this video is try the Platinum Arena. I haven't even looked at this yet. If it goes terribly, it goes terribly. I ended up doing Silver and Gold. Gold wasn't anything too terribly out of the way. It was like had some walls and desert. I want to see what Platinum is. Oof. Okay. Dragon Rider. Zzz. Champions. This is pretty much all tier 3 units. This could be rough. Okay, so who do we bring? At this point, this is more a test and to try and get the reward. More than it is to try and get levels. I think we go with... I mean... I feel like we go Lindley, Abigail... Barnabas. Probably Jules to test him out. And then that one's a little weird to me, but I feel like that's probably... I'm thinking that. Let's try it.
Ready.
Okay.
Stay strong, everyone.
School is in session.
Oh wait, no, she's
I can do
faster.
this. I must not fail.
That's disappointing
For
that
my
that
people,
triggered right there.
For my homeland.
This part is going to be a little annoying, so what I think I want to do is line up right here. Wait. Okay. So the bottom curve of the road, yep,
Got all day.
like right here.
I must stay strong. The battle lies before me.
So my thought here is we can try and like rush up, take this guy out, That'll give Jules access to the wall. And then from there, we should be able to kind of try and gain control. We'll have to be reactive beyond that, though. Are you serious?
I must be brave.
Oh, you monsters. Okay. Well, this is how we're doing this. I completed most of those in way fewer turns than was necessary. So we're doing this. We're waiting. Let's see how this goes. Holy crap. Yup. That worked pretty well.
Time to end this.
My friends are counting on me. I can do this.
So weird thought.
I must not fail.
That blocks up. Oh,
I
wow.
must be brave.
Okay. That was extremely lucky. They're still gonna get a couple shots on us, but that's okay.
How can I help?
The reason I was doing that, in particular, was
We
because...
will always find
So
a
if I
way.
go here, is that gonna give me... No.
Stay strong,
If I go
everyone.
here... That's down to a single guy. That's what I want to hit. Okay. I feel like we're gonna have a lot better chance at taking them down that way.
You got a plan?
That unit is going to rip through Barnabas, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that.
School is in session.
But this one, I feel like Barnabas would be good against.
Master Sergeant,
But we also want to
waiting
hit them before they get a chance to hit us. So I think we take the risk. Because this makes the assassins attack our front. They don't get their crazy sneak attack powers.
The time to act is now.
Lindley has new powers, apparently. That power is crazy. That is a really good attack, and it's a big AoE effect. Okay, this is going relatively well. Let's see how badly they screw us up on the counterattack. See how bad I screwed up. That's fine. That could be way worse. That's fine. Okay. So far, so good. That's one of the ones I was really worried about. because they got to go first. Yup. That was a scary one. That is a really scary unit. Okay. This is the other one I was worried about. Yep. Okay. This is I was less worried about, but actually the fact that they walked right up to the wall like that means that the dragons get to fire back, which is probably not good for them. Okay. I mean, I don't want to just walk through the entire thing with, you know, Lindley, but I will. Okay, so this guy's scary. This guy we've mostly finished off at this point. But we're down to pretty bare bones here, and this one is really scary. As is this one. Okay. Currently, neither of these can get up onto the wall. I'm gonna wait on this one. This doesn't seem like an immediate threat. I do feel like we need to take this one out, but I feel like the other things down below are also really scary, and this one is severely weak.
I ain't got all day. You got a plan?
Okay.
I can do this.
This unit's terrifying. Honestly, I'm gonna hope. I want to see how much my dragons can do while it's out of reach. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Awesome. Okay. It's still scary, but it's now doable. And the other important piece with that is that means that
He will always
crap.
find a way.
He'd have to go down here to attack down there, which means if this doesn't work, we're screwed.
Stay strong, everyone.
But I feel like we have to take this risk, because this unit is very scary and was dodging a lot of the melee attacks that were coming in. So I think going in with a very high skill-based attack might be better. And let's go target leader, because that's going to give us an extra boost to hit rate. Perfect. Okay, so this one is still still has 2 attackers. This one has just the 1 crossbow guy. That means that the biggest threat is probably this archer at this point. Is there a good way to do this?
Ready.
Like, I want to get Lindley out of this
For
range.
my people.
So actually what I'm going to do is go over here. She actually has a revive power. So we're going to go ahead and use that to get Barnabas back up. And then we're probably kind of leaving Jules to the wolves here. But at this point, this is only a couple attackers. We might lose a guy or 2, but I think overall we'll be okay. Because they're all gonna, like, those ones are gonna attack, but the return fires should finish both of those off. I was not expecting that one, and that could actually be a problem. Did that just happen? Sure. Okay. Warbows. Who knew? That's more what I was expecting. Okay. Yep. Perfect. That'll buy us a turn or 2.
School is in session.
I must stay strong. I must not fail.
Actually, I think at this point we need to go this way.
The battle lies before me.
Time to end this.
The time to act is now.
See where he goes.
How can I help, my lord?
Ready. My friends are counting on me.
Master Sergeant awaiting orders. I ain't got all day. You got a plan?
Okay. Not ideal, but we're basically making this guy run up and down the stairs
For my
in an
people.
awkward
We will
way.
always find a way.
And
I can do
now
this.
that puts him into range for the burninating. And I think at this point we do target leader. He's right in the middle, so any of the AoE should hit him. That was a little rough, but should be fine. Perfect. Class mastery up. That should give us our second Dragon Rider.
I must stay strong.
Stay strong, everyone.
The battle lies before me.
School is in session.
Do we actually get to return fire? That's crazy. I was not expecting to be able to return fire from the wall. Okay.
Time to end this.
I think we just go aggressive here. Wasn't great, but it was something.
The time to act is now.
Master Sergeant awaiting orders.
Ready. I must not fail.
Do I try and go for another bow shot first? I think we just have to be aggressive here. Not maybe literally aggressive, but... Actually, maybe literally aggressive. No. Let's do a cautious attack first. I'd say we're fine. I'd say we're gonna get by here. Okay. That was pretty crazy and very cool. I actually... Yeah, the arenas definitely ramp up a bit as you go. It's... Honestly, right now for me, the big thing for this was getting this chance to see some of the other advanced units that I don't have yet.
How can I help, my lord?
I ain't got all day.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, pretty intense. We still made it in under turns. The rewards weren't anything amazing. I don't know how, if they must just be random, I assume, and based on rank to some extent. Last time I got 8 codices, 8 CP codices for the gold. I assume there'd be more. It's not like it's a huge deal either way. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we need obsidian. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, we at this point desperately need a bunch of resources. We are out of obsidian, we are out of sunstone, we are low on several other things. We have oodles of money. Let's call that a day, and next time we'll pick up back up with Chapter 18. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.